Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings with a hand-over-hand method, and then I paint the rest. So I'm painting one of my favorite flowers that my mom is amazing at growing. I'm painting poppies. Probably not a. I'm gonna paint a couple. But I'm putting some leaves here, some background. I gotta sneeze. I can't even talk. I'm so flabbergasted. This is fall. It's the beginning of November, and it truly is like the springiest fall we've ever had, it feels like. It just feels like it's not like we've been in the 60s and the 70s, and we had some cold days, but it just feels like they're not, I don't know. It feels like spring is about to sprung. The flowers are confused. This weather, I know, has been crazy for everybody. It just feels like it's not going to be an autumn at all at this point. So I'm not really sure what's happening, what's going on, what we think about. But it truly does not feel like, I almost said spring, does not feel like fall at all. So who says fall? Who says autumn? There's always the big debate. But I feel like it totally depends on my mood. I say fall a lot when I'm thinking about like when I'm talking about like things we're doing, like, you know, hay rides, or with Halloween and just different things like that. But when I'm thinking about just the season, I often call it autumn. So this was not what I had planned, in the sense of I was gonna do them kind of separated, but that's not what really happened, as you can see. So we're just gonna kind of keep doing what we're doing here. And then we'll put some, I'm gonna put, like, this isn't one that's opened yet. And then I'm gonna put some bigger leaves. Leaves is always one of those words that I feel like I'm kind of saying wrong It just feels weird to me. And if the more you say it, the more it feels strange. So so Owen had a good day up until someone parked in front of our house, and that truly threw him off. He gets very upset when people park in front of our house. Now, I breathe because we live on a street that is it's basically like a thoroughfare to other streets. I mean, it's houses and everything, but the road takes you to many things, and so people will go down this one instead of the one next to us or to a different one. And it is public access. I mean, anyone can park anywhere. So he gets very upset sometimes when people are parking on our street. And there's nothing that they're doing wrong in the sense of they are parking on a public street. But it's extremely hard on Owen to deal with it. He doesn't want people parking in certain areas because he gets upset when there's somebody in the wrong spot. So he had a huge meltdown that lasted numerous hours, and my heart breaks because all I can do is tell him I love him and that no matter what, I will try to help him go through the emotions and everything. But I'm putting more paint. I don't even know what to say to him, because when you're having a meltdown, I try to get him calm. I try to get him where he's not screaming, he's not focused on the car moving and what's going to happen and why it's not moving. And the car sat there for around an hour, not quite, but he just couldn't let go of that moment. And so my heart, like I said, it just breaks. That is what happens when you use way too much paint. I do this all the time. So it'll be okay. But just gotta making a mess. Very distracted. That's what I'm going with. And I really like that one. We'll make it work. So he just couldn't get past the fact that they parked there. Thankfully, the car parked the right direction. He has an extremely hard time if they park the opposite direction, the backwards direction. That really sets him off. And so thankfully, he did not get upset about that. But like I said, it gets him every single time. He can't process why someone would want to park in front of our house and leave the car there. Now, mind you, we park in front of our house, and he can deal with it because that's our car. But he has a very hard time when it's not. So my heart just breaks because I don't know how to move him forward. I don't know how to just tell him this is what happens. And we live, like I said, where cars are allowed to park on the street. There's other areas, and I think this is probably why they use it through the thoroughfare. There's other streets that have residential parking, but our street is not one of them. So it's a straight shot down our street, and the other ones are less of a thorough or a straight. So that, I think, does over explains the moment. But so now here we go. Poppies for my mama. Well, poppies because of my mama, I should say. I've given her several several paintings that tons and tons of paintings. So I don't think she would very much take the painting, but she's, like I said, she's got tons of them. So I try to make her other things with Owen, like ornaments or other little, like, we made her a pumpkin for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and so she likes that. So that's what we generally do. Generally give her more things like that. Okay, I need to ruffle these. I was gonna call them feathers because I do that. So I sign O for Owen, and then L. Most of my purple's gone. Well, all of my purple's gone. So, and B. I could have used more, but it'll be okay. Anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I see a little line here I want to fix. See, this is what happens. I get moving through them, and I decide that I want to do one more tiny little task. I think I just want this is what happens, I tell you. I get sidetracked, if you hadn't noticed. There we go. Okay. So, thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.